Hello, good morning. Today we will do lab 5, which is the foundation layout plan. So before we go on to the drawing that we are going to do is let us understand first what is foundation layout plan. And accordingly, we have our foundation layout plan and construction. And what is pile foundation? So this can be defined as a series of columns constructed or inserted into the ground to transmit the loads of a structure to a lower level of subsoil. So that is what we call the pile foundation. Now, it can be used when suitable foundation conditions are not present at or near ground level, making the use of deep traditional foundations uneconomic. So the lack of suitable foundation conditions may be caused by one, the natural low bearing capacity of the subsoil, the high water table, giving rise to high permanent dewatering costs, the presence of layers of highly compressible subsoils such as peat and recently placed filling materials which have not sufficiently consolidated. Another thing is the subsoils which may be subject to moisture movement or plastic failure. Now, this is an example of a foundation layout plan where we have this one. You will notice in the middle, it has many files. Yeah, it has many files because it seems like the middle here contains the soft soil. Yeah, and this is just an example. And then this is another example where we have four piles. Look at this one. We have four piles and sometimes we call it five piles. And then here we have three piles, all right, and this is four piles, and this one six piles as provided, right? So we have different because depending on the design. However, we will not look onto the design here, but we will. What we need to understand are this is a pile cup with the piles inside. See the piles inside. The piles are hidden. You see it has been drawn hidden lines because you cannot see them, but there are piles inside. Yeah. And then look at this one here. So this is the pile cup. This is the pile cup. This is the column. And these are the piles. These are RC piles, these things here. These are RC piles, one, two, and three. Maybe these are six. Yeah, because this is the section. So again, this is the slab, and these are the stones, crushed stones, and the pile cups. Yeah, the pile cups, and then we have these piles. Now you will notice there is a protruding. See here, maybe this is 10 centimeter, or it depends. Yeah, depending on the design. See these things here. All right, so these are different examples. We have here one pile. Yeah, we have here two piles, or sometimes we have it four piles here. Yeah, because this is on the section. This one is two. This one may be four and four. Yeah, because you have on the other side. Now, if you look at this one here, the ground level, the load is coming on from the column, okay, and then it goes to the footing. Yeah, so the load comes from the column and then it goes down here in the pile cup and then to the piles. See this one? So the piles are the one resisting it. And then we have the pile cups. What pile cups can be used singly to support the load, but often it is more economical to use piles in groups or clusters linked together with a reinforced concrete cup. So the pile cups can also be linked together with the reinforced concrete ground beams. So these are examples. See here we have two piles, right? We have three piles and we have five piles. Yeah. Uh, Pile cups, see, three pile cups, five pile cups, and two pile cups. So that means there are two piles in it. These are three piles on it and five piles on it. And then this one here, this is the section, the elevation of the piles, cups, and the beam. So in the design, there are already typical sizes provided, 300, 350, or it depends on the depth. All right. So again, what we are going to do here is to draw only. Yeah. Now this will be the second, the lab 6. But if you look at this one here, there is a crane, all right, that uh, tries to put the piles here, RC piles. Yeah. So they drill it. Okay. And then here, these are the piles already. So the piles, you will notice there are rainpours here, so that there will be a continuity of the to the beam. Yeah. And then look at this, the beam are being laid out. So this is the beam and the piles, yeah, being laid out, okay, with the blinding. These are blindings to keep the trench bottom level and clean. And also, we know that the soils contains of different kinds of uh, chemicals that might affect your beams or the steel in your beam or in your column. All right, so this is an arrangement, okay, and this is the final output of this one. So from the bias, they put the what they call this one, the tie beams, all right, so that there will be a continuity. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so this is the one that we are going to do for. All right, so let us now continue doing the lab 5. As we have noticed here, that lab 5, the foundation layout plan. So in this lab, we are going to draw the foundation layout. So the attached drawing shows the plans of 6 number pile foundation caps, piles, steel base plates, and universal columns set on the ground on the grid lines with center line spacing at 6 meters. Now, draw the drawing or using series of appropriate commands. The second drawing is the single pile cup will be arranged using array. So what we are going to do is draw first all the pile cups, and then we can just do the array, and it will show everything. Now the layers schedule are pile cups, which is green in color, base piles or base plates. We have cyan, universal column white, and center line red, and font green. All right, so look at this one here. If you look at the layout plan, this is how it looks like. See here, this is how the foundation layout plan, and you have 6 pile cups. See this one? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and each pile cups has 4 piles. It has 4 piles with a universal column. Okay, it has a universal column provided, and the pile cups has 1,800 by 1,800 millimeter. However, we are using meters, so that would be 1.8 meters. And we have the base plates, which is 400 by 600 by 600. Yeah, 600 by 600 base plates. And we have the universal column, which is 356 by 406 millimeter. All right, so this is the one. However, what we're going to do is to draw pairs for easier things. We draw pairs the universal column, which is 356 by 406 by 634. So this is the properties of this universal column. All right, so this is how it looks like. What we are going to do is we can just draw the rectangle of this one, and then we'll just put the flange and then the web. All right, so that would be easier for us. Now, as soon as we have that, we can make a line for the base plates, and then we can make a line again for the pile cups, and then for the piles or the whole putting or the pile cups. All right, this is somehow what we are going to draw in this lab. So lab number 5. Okay. So as we open the worksheet from the BBLearn, this is what it will show us, right? So this is our worksheet. And the first thing that we're going to do is you do the universal column. And you know how to do the universal column as we have done in Lab 3 and Lab 4. Now, if you look at the column, it is a length of 0.4746 and a width of 0.4244. And then we have the flanges thickness of 0.077 and the web thickness is 0.0476 with a radius of 0.0152. So this is very easy. So what we can do now is at the bottom of this, let's make a rectangle. REC, that's the shortcut for rectangle. So, and then it says there, specify the first corner point. So we specify anywhere here, okay? And then the dimension, we have the dimension, enter. And the length is 0.4746 and the width is 424. Okay, so this is it. So let's make it bigger by scrolling the mouse. All right, so this is it. And then let's make a line for easy purposes. Let's make a line on both sides here, to the left and to the right, so that when we make the flanges, all right, we can easily do it. So we offset it to 0.077. Offset now, offset command, 0.077. All right, so click this line here and put it to the right, and click this one here, click it to the left. Okay, and then let's make a line in the middle. See this one. Now, in case you can find the triangle, just click OSNAP. All right, OSNAP, and you select all. All right, select all so that all the nodes are provided, and make a line. Here, you will see the triangle here. All right, and it will show you. Okay, and then that's it. All right, now for us, okay, to make clearer, okay, let's just trim these lines here with the command TR or trim. Okay, TR, enter. So you click this one here, just click that line, and then click this line here also. All right, and then remember the web is 0.0476. So we offset it to half of that one will be 0.0238. So offset now 0.0238. Yeah. So click the line in the middle, okay, and put it up, and then click this line also in the middle and put it down, right? And then that's it, okay? And let's trim these lines here, right? So that it's easier. Trim, okay? And then click this line here, click this line here, okay, just to remove that continuity, all right? And then we have the root radius, and the radius is 0.0152. So we go to fillet here and the radius, click this radius here and 0.0152, right? And then pick this line here and this line here. See this one, it changes. And then right click, repeat fillet, click this one and click this one, right? Repeat fillet, click this one and click this one here. All right, click this one also. Okay, and click this one. All right. Okay. Now we have the base plate. Now after that one, see, you will notice as we look at the drawing, okay, as we look at the drawing, the base plate, see here, we started with a universal column, and then we go one by one to a bigger portion, which is the base plate, which is 600 by 600 or 0.6 by 0.6. Okay, 0.6 by 0.6. And then the thickness of the line is 0.5. Okay, and so we go to that one. How we do that one here? We can go to the line. Okay, make a line. Now we remember the half of 0.6 is 0.3. So make a line here in the middle. Okay, so find the middle here and put it up. Okay, now this one F8, 8.3. All right, and then again 0.3. Here, and then go down now. Here is 0.6, and then here 0.6 also, and then up is 0.6. All right, and then look at this one here. Remove this line, okay, so that you can have one line. All right, see this one, you can have one line, all right, as the base plate. So this is the base plate now. And the thickness of the base plate is 0.5. Okay, So click all these lines in the base plate here, and click this one, properties here as 0.5. See this one? Can you see 0.5 here? Yeah. Now you will notice this will change. It doesn't change, but when you click this show and hide line weight, it will show you the thickness, this one here. Now, going back again to the drawing, all right, we said that the pile cap, the pile cap here specified is 1.8. So if this is 1.8, half of this is 0.9, 0.9 and then 1.8, the same thing. And the thickness of the line is 0.6. All right, so let's go back to our drawing here. So the same thing, okay, make a line again here, put this one up, all right, 0.9. Okay, and then go to the right, 0.9 again, and then go down is 1.8, and then 1.8, okay, and then 1.8. Same procedure as what we have done for the base plate. Okay, remove this line, remove this line. So what we can make a line. All right, they are all uniformly drawn. Okay, so we have this one. Also, we have the piles here. We have the piles here. Here we have the piles here. Okay, piles here. All right, and at point three. So it's easy to do that because we can just offset it to point three. All right, so we can identify the center of the circle. So okay, and click this one here down. Click this one also. Click this one. Click this one. Aywa. All right. So these are the centers for the circle, and it so happened that the circle that we have is the diameter is zero point 0.4. Okay, the diameter is 0.4, and it is ISO 02W100 at line type 0.01. Okay, line type 0.01. However, the thickness of this one is 0.6. The thickness of the pile caps or the putting is 0.6. All right, so what we can do is we have to make this one so that we'll not forget this is 0.6. Change it into 0.6 here. Okay, go to the properties and change it into 0.6. 0.6. Ayun. Okay, so you will notice here, okay, if I show the line weight here, so all these things are showing. Now we go with the circle diameter. Circle diameter now at 0.4. Okay, click anywhere and then 0.4. All right, see this one? That's it. Okay, and so we copy this one. Okay? Before we copy, we change this one into ISO 02W. Okay, click this one here, 02. All right, this one here. So this is ISO 2. Okay. However, there was no change. So what we do is we go to the line type. Okay, we go to the properties here. So click this line here. Click again this one. It is already ISO. Okay, if you look at this one, this is already ISO 02W100. However, we need to change the line type scale. All right, properties here, the line type scale is 0.01. Okay, and so you will see the changes here. Okay, now let's now copy this one. Copy. All right, left click. Okay, right click, and then go to the middle, left click, and then move all in the center, all in the center, all in the center, all in the center. That's it. All right, and then remove these lines. We don't need this one. These are unnecessary lines already. Okay, these are unnecessary lines. All right, that's it. Okay, if we look at this one, we're almost done. Okay, now what we are going to do is with this one, we can now array, all right, the command array so that we can go with the particular drawing. However, we need to fill in those things which are necessary. Like this one, the color of the pile caps. Okay, the color of the pile caps is, I think it's green. All right, it's green. If you let us go and check. Is it green? Yeah, I think it is green. The pile caps are green. All right. So this is green. So we go to the properties and change it into green. And that's it. And then this one here, the base plates, okay, the base plates here are cyan. All right. So we change it into cyan. Okay. All right. Okay. And then this one, I remove this center line here. And then I hatch it. Okay. Hatch. So this one is black, white background. So this will be black. Okay, hatch, command H. All right, and then click this one here. All right, and that's it. So we have it already. Okay, now let's make a layer for this one. This one are not mentioned in the layerings. Okay, they are not mentioned in the layering. All right, no layers provided for the files. So let us layer now. Okay, let's make a layer here. So here we go to this layer. We go to this create new. Okay, so one is file caps, which is green. Yeah, change the color. Okay, and then again a new one. We have base plate. All right, and the color is cyan. Okay, and then we have already the universal column. We have what else? We have the cyan, and we have the dimension. Is it the dimension? Let's look at the paper again. So you have the center line. Yeah, you have the center line. Okay, center line. Okay, we have the center line. Center line, which is what is the color of the center line? Red. Okay, so red. We change this one into red color. Yeah, red color. And then we have what else? Font. Yeah, font. That means all the texts are in which color? Which color is the font? Green. Okay, so green also. So let's change it into green. And that's it. Okay, so we have all these things now green. Now let's assign now. Okay, let's assign the layering. So this one is a pile cap, or sometimes they call it as footing. Click this one here as a pile cap. Here, pile caps. Okay. Okay. And then we have also this one, the base plates here, the base plates here, the base plates here, the base plates. Iowa. Okay. We have the base plate. Okay. And then we have the what else? The universal column. Okay. So I highlight this one now as a universal column. Okay, click this one and the universal column. Yeah. Now you will see if I click this one and hide out the base plates. Okay, it hides the pile caps. Okay. All right, and then the universal column. Okay, and then the font will come later. Okay, center line. Oh, we don't have center line. Yeah. So we change the layer there. I think this layer here is a center line. Here, this is center line. So we do just rename the layer. Okay, center line. Okay, center line. All right, and the color is red. Center line. Okay. All right. Okay, so we don't have a center line at the moment. All right, later on we will continue that one. Now, so this is all provided to us. Now, if I show up the line weight, you see, okay, it's showing. Now, we did not put anything here for the piles because it was not mentioned. I mean, it was not layered. Okay, not mentioned in the layering. All right, so now let's look at the final drawing here. Look at the final drawing here. Now they are the same. Look at this one here. We have 1 and 2. These are the rows. 1 and 2 And we have columns 1, 2, and 3, A, B, C. So 3 columns and 2 rows. All right. So take note of this one at the distance of 6 meters and 6 meters. All right. So let's look at the drawing. Look at this one here. Okay, what we are going to do now is type array, command array, all right? And then it says there, select the object. Okay, select the object, highlight everything there, and then rectangular. It is a rectangular path, so click rectangular. Now you will see here, it's the same, right? However, we need to say, we said that the columns are 3 and the rows are 2. So, okay, and the distance between them is 6 meters. So let's just change this one into 6 meters. Okay, 6 meters. All right. Okay, so this one here, there, now it changes. Okay, this is now the changes. All right. Now let's go now and click this line. Let's make a line now here. Let's make a line in the middle for the grid lines here. Okay, I put it here anywhere. That distance is good enough. Offset to 6 meters. All right, because the distance of this one is 6 meters also. And then also we have a line here from here up to this one here. Okay, so and then offset again to 6 meters. Put it there. Now this is your grid lines. Okay, so these are your grid lines, and we said that this is the center line. So click this one, and assign it a center line. Okay, so center line here. See, however, the center lines, okay, are supposed to be in the center. Okay, so we need to change it. Okay, click this one, and go to the center here, center here. Okay, when I click this one in the center, now it goes as a center. All right. So what remains now are the circles that we can do. So let's make a circle here, a circle diameter. Okay, circle diameter here, and let's say put it in, specify it, and then let's say so one is 0.7. Let's make it 0.7. Okay, so still small. All right, so circle, okay, diameter, click this one as 1. Okay, yeah, click 1. All right, erase that 0.7 here. Okay, so this one, move. Let's okay, let's move this one or copy. Let's copy this one. And you see, grab it here at the bottom, here. Grab it at the bottom and put it there on top, here. Okay? See also here, we grab it there and we grab it also here. Okay. All right. And then we can grab also this one here, copy. Yeah. Left click, right click, grab it here on the side. And then put it here and put it there. All right. So that is it. Okay. And then we put the ABC. So erase this one so that it will give you such different drawing. So I type ABC. Okay. Type text TXT. Enter. Click anywhere, and then the height. Since your height is 1, then let's say 0.7. Okay. And then enter A, B, C, 1, and 2. Okay. And then we can move it. Right. Move it. Move. Okay. Left click, right click. Okay. So here F8. Now too much big, yeah? Too much big for this one. Let's make it 6.6. Okay. You just go to the properties here, highlight and go to the properties, let's say 0.5. Okay. So now it becomes small. All right. So move. Okay. So highlight, left click, right click. All right. It's easy. Yeah. So we put it here. Okay. And then move this one also. Move. Left click, right click, left click. And then, okay, you can put it in the place where you want it to be. And then left click. Okay. Move. Okay. Highlight, left click, right click. Okay, and then bring it here, and then also move. Okay, all right, and then move again. All right. Okay. Now we said that in the layers, the font, see the font is green. So I will highlight all these things here. Okay, the B, the C, these are the font. Okay. So these are the font now. And we have this one and click it as font. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So this is it. Right. This is our drawing now. However, okay, we have to again check this one here. This is the center line, so I can put this one also as center lines here, and I will change the circle color into red. Yeah, because they are part of the center lines. Okay, so they call it greens. So I just change this one into red. Okay, all right, so that it will be uniform. Okay, so I highlight this one also. I highlight again these things here and put it there as center lines. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we have all the center lines. Now look at this one here. If I click this one, all the center lines will be gone. Yeah. Now, however, look at this one here. There is something that we need to do. Yeah, if I click this one, okay, and click the base plate, turn off the base plate. See, everything will be okay. Everything will not be okay here. So what we do, okay, is just see to it that this is 0. Okay. So what we do, look at this one here. So everything it's not getting as one. All right. So what we are going to do is let's hide first the center lines here. Let's hide the center lines. Open the base plate here. Okay. Now what we do is explode. See, command explode, explode. Okay, explode. All right, enter. Highlight everything here. Okay, and then select the object. And that's it. Okay, you can now explode it. See this one? They can go now individual um, thing. Okay, so you can get that one. So that's it. All right. Now let's check the dimension. When you check the dimension here, click this one here and go to this one. Should be 6 meters, right? 6 meters. So let's make it a little bit distance here. And then here also 6 meters, making sure that they are correct. All right. And then let's go with the multi-leaders here, multi-leaders here. So how do we get the multi-leaders? Look at this one. Look at the final drawing here. This is 1,800 reinforced concrete pile caps. Okay. So how do we do that? Look at this one here. We go with this one here, the multi-leader. Click this one here. All right. And then click this one. This is 1,800. Okay. All right. So this is 1,800 by 1,800 millimeter. Okay. And then pile caps. All right. Okay. Now you will notice that this is not on the red colors. Okay. This is not a green color. So what we do is we go to the annotation here and then click this one here, the multi-leader style. We need to modify it. Modify this one. That's easy. Okay. The text. Okay. The text color. This is the text color. Okay. It's green. And then we have the leader format here is red. Okay. And then click OK. All right. And then set current. That's it. Okay. See here. And then to balance it, okay, we just go with this line here with the same multi-leader. Click this one here and then put it like this. See here. It should be balanced. Yeah. Okay. Now you can put this one here if you want to be more in the middle, okay, and then this one also in the middle. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and then also in your drawing you have to identify also this one the same. See, this one is the base plate now. Okay, so the base plate here is the base plate here. All right, so I go again with the multi-leader base plate here. Okay, so this is 600, okay. 600 by 600 millimeter base plates. Okay, base plates. Oh, that's it. And then you balance it also on the other side here. Click this one, the base plate also. Yeah, and then you can just approximately, yeah. So what you do now is you make this one in the middle. Yeah. Make this one in the middle also. Make this one in the middle. Now you are. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So that they are nice to see. Now let's look at again with the drawing here. We have this one, which is universal column, 356 by 406. Yeah, or we can name it more, which is 346 by 346 by 634. Okay, 356 by 406. Okay, by 634. So what we do now, okay, is we click this one here. Okay, let's make some different thing. Yeah. Okay, so here, okay, we go to this one here. Okay, and this is 306 by 406 by 634. Okay, you say universal column, UC. Okay, that's it. All right, this is make it capital letter. Okay, UC or universal column. Okay, and then on the other side, you can just balance it. This one is the universal column. This is the universal column, and you can balance it like this. Okay, that's it. Yeah, and then there is another one that we can put also is this one here. This is the radius here, the radius of 0.2. Okay, the radius of 0.2 and the RC piles of 400 millimeter. Okay, so what we can do is RC piles. Okay, so RC files, see here, this is an RC files. Okay, we can do the leader here, RC files. Okay, 400 millimeter RC RC files. Yeah, 400 millimeter. Let's say we can put a symbol for this one, diameter. Look at this one here. Click the diameter here, millimeter diameter. See? So it will be more professionally done. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it is 400 millimeter diameter. And what else do we need to put? I think we have done everything here. And at least let's look at it. Yeah. The radius. So the radius. This is easy. The radius now here is we can use this one here, radius of the files. Okay, RC files. That's it. All right. So it's done. Okay, it's done now for this drawing. So what we do now is we copy down this frame. Copy this frame. Control C. All right. And then go to the layout here. Now, in the layout here, this one, sometimes it goes like this. It fills everything. So make it lower. Make it, scroll it down smaller. Okay, and then make a clip copy here, paste it here. And this is it, right? So again, you see MB, all right, the same command that we have done before. Highlight this one here, and it will show you the drawing here. See, this one will show you the drawing here. It's very small, right? It's very small, yeah? So the drawing is very small, okay? So we double click this one, okay, zoom, scale 1xp, try 1xp. So it's a little bit smaller, okay? Mm. You can see this, see here? Maybe 2xp, zoom, scale 2xp. Yeah, okay, double click again, zoom, scale 2xp. See, as long as you see the highlight there, okay, that will be fine. Okay, now I think 2xp is not enough. Okay, zoom, scale 1xp. All right. The double click, be sure that this is highlight, zoom, scale 1xp. All right. Okay, so I think this is 1xp. That means 1 is to 100. So we change this one, the scale, now to 1 is to 100. Okay, and then put your name here. Yeah, James Bond. All capital letter. James Bond. Okay, and his number is H007. See, and today is date today, 9, 30 November. That's it. Okay, so this one now, you save it. Okay, you save this one here, save us. Okay, and put here as lab F5. Okay, highlight your name, James Bond, and ID number H007. Okay, and then save. And then you attach now this one in the DBLearn, and that's it. This is the whole story of your lab. Yeah. So this is all, okay, for today.